runners?
Well, certainly Meneldur and Plof are the underdogs in this race. Uh, by no means does that mean that they're slouches, but Kipp, one of the best any percent runners that we have. Derp also very good. Derp maybe a little more experienced with randomizer. Kipp has been out of the randomizer scene for a little bit. But yeah, you can see if you look at what Kipp's got, he said it's a based on a Knight Rider theme. This little gray suit that he's got going. And the reason we want to see Varia before Gravity for him is because we want to make sure we get to see what the Varia suit looks like.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because if he gets Gravity first, we may never get to see Varia.
Yeah, I really hope that they do find Varia first. But not in an easy location. We want to make it a little challenging for our runners, right?
Absolutely. And just a morph ball to begin. Of course, it is really is in the end the most important item in the game. It's the one item you absolutely can't do without. So
Right, and it's kind of, to me, it's kind of sad seeing Morph Ball as the first item, as it kind of greatly reduces the chance of finding something good at the ceiling. It could be an E tank at this point. Well,
wave view.
having another item as the first item to me feels a lot better, because
Hmm.
you know that the second one's going to be a more, well, I
Yeah.
guess you could think of it the same way, opposite way, but I guess it's confirmation bias for me, but that's just how I feel about it,
Sure.
as they pick up a wave beam. Really nice weapon upgrade early on.
And it's always fun with the wave beam to see how many of our runners choose to forget that they have it when they get to the wave gate. But what we don't see already is power bombs. We got a missile pack and a super pack, so we might have a bit of a search for the power bombs.
As you can see there on Kip's side, the wave beam already affecting his gameplay.
So yeah, they can't check any of these other minor items.
The one thing that I think is pretty useful with wave beam this early is, with the situation that they're in right now, that they don't have power bombs. They're able to check the second miner behind
Yes.
Brinstar Reserve, and maybe go back to it if it is in fact power bomb, or anything important.
Yep.
So they don't have any bomb related items here. That means BT is going to hold something for them really important.
Yep. It's either
And
going to be bomb, speed booster, or screw attack. Let's see. What do you
right.
think it's going to be?
Well, I hope it's bombs, because Derp hoped bombs on me earlier today, and I did get bombs. So,
Speed booster.
okay.
Yeah, and no BT fight. Yeah, you had the vanilla BT fight because you guys just got missiles.
Right. We only had 5 missiles too, so we actually had to do the vanilla BT fight.
Yeah, 100% vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have to do a short charge here to get across. I think it's just a one tap though, not too hard.
And
And
X-ray at
X-ray scope.
Terminator. Yeah, very nice.
May as well.
Unlocking
Yeah, might as well
the
pick it up
third.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
a third of the microwave. But yeah, might as well pick it up now because if you run into it at the end, you're not going to need it anymore. Interesting that Kipp doesn't open the door on his way down. That's something I like to do, is to get that Turian door open as I'm going down. Actually, Derp also doesn't open it. Interesting.
So no power bombs found yet, and here at Bridgestar Reserve, the runners can see what's be. Oh, there it
And
is.
there's our power bombs.
Okay.
That wasn't much of a power bomb search, but I'm sure the runners will all be very grateful they don't have to think about it anymore.
Right. And derp actually picks up the a missile tank here at early supers first before going down to reserve. Give him the option to do the reverse mock ball.
Hmm. Guess technically Kip will also have that option, but this is a really convenient missile pack that he's picking up right here. Since there's no door transitions, you don't lose a ton of time picking it up, and he does want those supers. And Derp misses the reverse mock ball. That's one of the trickier mock balls of the game. That's by no means free.
Right. It's positioning is really important for that trick. And I think having speed booster actually affected how you would normally do the
Yeah,
reverse.
I can imagine that would be the case. Speed booster changes your movement no matter what, whether you have, we talk about it all the time with without high jump boots. But the difference between speed booster and not speed booster is always the thing. Whether you have, it's just not maybe quite as noticeable with high jump. And of course, right now they don't have high jump. And we get our first energy tank at the Edakuns. Yeah, and I learned the hard way yesterday when you have that speed booster going into that early supers room, you need to get a little bit of run speed before you start going. And then I watched back and turned out my opponent polar bear buddy did the exact same thing.
Yeah, it was. I think Astor was.
Yeah, yeah, it was Ashdor. Yeah.
He was getting very upset.
Yeah, Kip sees it out of the power bomb pack is going to pick him up. 10 is a good number. Obviously, you want to get 15 if you're not going to get Ice Beam. Or you also, if you find yourself doing hell runs for Crystal Flashes, you'll want 15 power bombs. Kip remembering he has Wave Beam. Let's see how Derp does on that front. And just an E-Tank. So we're 2 for 2 so far at runners remembering they have Wave Beam. Okay, Plof's turn. And more power bombs. So now they've got the 15 that you like to have. I don't see we'll be seeing too many. And Plof, there's always someone. Plof, you have Wave Beam.
Oh, and she gets the glitch, so that's
She
second
got
try.
it. It's not a
Okay.
big deal.
Oh, and we see Meneldur doing the same thing here. Also, second try. Very nice. And we're gonna take a look at what's behind Waterway.
Yeah, and Owl saying that Plop actually prefers that. I know Maniacal for a long time preferred to do the gate glitch over the using the wave beam, but he has since figured out that it is faster to do with the wave beam.
More
And
E-Tanks.
yep, more E-Tanks. This could mean hell runs, and they got the speed booster, so they won't have to do the Cathedral hell run, which is always nice. And Derp just gonna spark out. I really like that room because that upper portion, most of us use a short charge to get that shine spark, but turns out to be exactly the length you need to do a full on charge. You don't actually need to do a short charge there. It's a really good place to learn to short charge because of it. And nearly synced on nearly synced missing the spark on Plof and Meneldur.
I'm very interested to see what Menelder and Plof are going to do in terms of routing choice here. I feel like when you're up against people who are really strong 80% times, like Kipp and Derp,
Hmm. Yep.
you have to kind of do something that is out of the ordinary or
Yeah.
unexpected to maybe get a chance at winning.
Well, looks like Kip's gonna go up to the wrecked ship first this time. With that
So
speed
for
booster, it makes a certain amount of sense.
yeah, he's able to access all of the items the right ship with just speed booster.
Yep.
Um,
And
so for
Kip,
Menelder, I think going down might give him a better shot.
yeah, unfortunately, he might think that Kip is gonna go down, and he probably wants to do whatever Kip isn't doing.
Right. This is an interesting choice here for Kip checking alpha power bombs.
Yep. And they're power bombs, which seems to be a rarity in League Seeds,
Yeah.
although it isn't the first power bombs, which I've seen exactly once, and that was on a Chozo rando that I played several months ago. But he did get an extra super pack out of it. And Derp went down. I did not see what he got at Spazer. Plof also going down. And we'll see what Meneldor does. But yeah, for Kip, I mean, this is an easy Fantoon fight. 4 energy tanks. He's used to doing low percent where you just come in here with 1 energy tank and no suits. So having 4 is going to be a luxury for him.
And it looks like Menelder tried to go up. Had a little difficulty with that speed booster on, so he changed his mind.
Yeah, he doesn't know it,
Decided to
but
go
this is going
down.
to give him a better shot. Uh,
Yeah.
and it was just a reserve tank at the Spazer. Hell runs completely in logic. We have 5 tanks available. Now you only need 4. Another power bomb pack at the moat. Derp making quick work of Kraid, and we see a screw attack.
I think as a runner, if I'm doing this seed, my number one priority right now would be to find high jump because running around with with speed booster and no high jump is such a pain.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Although I still want my suits more important. I'll take a space jump too, if that's possible.
I I think I might just change my route completely, hoping to find high jump. it's,
Oh, and
it's
Plof getting trolled a little by that X-ray scope. This is why you need to use item cancel instead of item select in some of these rooms.
I know that some runners don't even include item cancel in their button configuration.
Really? Hmm. That's
Uh,
I could see
or
I could see doing that if you're running the same category every time, so you always have the same button presses. But with Randomizer, you never know if you're going to have that grapple beam or that X-ray scope.
or they might put it like on the select button or something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, that's where I keep my item cancel select.
Which can be very hard to press when you're doing things like running
Yeah.
and shooting at the
Yep.
same
Yep.
time.
Yep. You have to practice that. It is in my opinion one of the more underrated skills in Super Metroid. And we have dueling stood up grades on Menelder and Plof screens. And we're gonna see what's that ice beam. And just an E-tank. Okay, let's see if the wreck ship's gonna pay off for Kipp here. And so far, just a reserve. Kipp says no to that. Looks like Derp's gonna go check those high jump boots.
And it looks like Kipp has already decided that he doesn't need charge beam or doesn't want to look for it as he's checking all these miners.
Yeah. That's usually the way I play it because I like have there's a lot of reasons to pick up ammo that are just beyond charge beam. Do I need to get extra ammo for Zebatites if I don't have ice beam? Might I need them for Ridley since I prefer a Ridley super fight? But those things don't really apply to Kipp. Oh, and space jump at high jump boots.
Very nice.
That'll make hell runs easier.
If you're derp and you're here in Norfair, you really want to find that Varia suit. I think he
Yeah.
has movement items that he needs now to get through Lorne Norfair. He'll just have to deal with the lava dive part of it if he does find Varia.
Yeah, I don't know if Derp does high jump plus lava dive, so he's gonna want to either find both suits or high jump and Varia suit. And just an E tank. Kipp decides. Oh no, he decides to reset.
And it looks like Derp is going directly to Crocomire. It's a very interesting play here.
Yeah, going to Croc when you have hell runs in front of you because there's no heated rooms makes a lot of sense. Um, Still has to do ammo. His ammo count is a little bit lower than I would personally like for a Croc fight since you don't have charge beam. But he should be able to be just fine with this. Croc without charge and running out of ammo can get very scary very quickly.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially when you have only missiles, it'll seem like he's not even moving at all.
Yeah. And Derp has no trouble.
And
And
there's
there
the
are
high
those
jump.
high jump boots. So now he's just a very away from being able to go straight down to lower Norfair.
So this will give Meneldur a shot, I think. Oh, he's leaving Norfair.
Oh, and charge beam at the reserve tank item. It might be a while before the other 3 runners get to that spot. So Kipp's going to be able to stop picking up ammo if he so chooses. And everybody else is going to be picking up ammo for a while unless the item set forces him back up to the wreck ship.
This is a very interesting play for Meneldur. I totally expected him to go and clear out Norfair before going to wreck ship if they didn't find Varia, but it looks like he's going right in. He has space jump. He chose not to check X-ray.
Yeah, I think that may be a little bit of a mistake. Cause I mean, he'll be back this way on his way down, so he
Right.
could check it then. I'm not a big fan of leaving Norfair unfinished. Although, you know, there are times like if you find gravity suit, leaving with and chasing that gravity suit. But in this case, oh, there's your Varia suit.
Yeah, Derp actually scanned the item with his X-ray.
Nice. Okay, now we gotta hope that this isn't gravity for Kipp because we want to see that Varia only suit.
So Crocomire first might actually be the play here. Derp has access to Lore Norfair now, and he should be able to
Yep.
get through Lore Norfair easily.
Oh, yeah.
Minus the ammo situation that he has, but I'm sure that'll fix itself when he gets there.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. At this point, he'd probably be well served to check these ammo locations at the cosine room, and he is going to actually check this power bomb location, hoping for a super missile. He does have enough to finish Ridley, but he will have to use power bombs if he were to go down with this ammo right now. He would need 30 missiles to make up for the missing super missiles.
And it looks like he's gonna farm up some ammo here. It'll make Norfair a little bit easier.
Yep.
Not having charge beam means that you'll basically have to use your supers against the pirates.
Yep.
So entering Norfair with a healthy amount of ammo is a good idea.
Okay, Plof checking Bubble Mountain. So we're going to see what's that speed booster first. And we'll have to ask afterwards, but it may be that Meneldor is just not comfortable doing hell runs if he doesn't need to, and that's why he may be the reason why he headed up. But he
And yeah,
has a
that's
pretty
a
good.
it's a valid reason. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's got a pretty good item set for. Oh, and there's your gravity suit from Plof.
Oh,
So everything in Norfair. So okay, Kip, you got to go to Croc first if you're listening,
I
and
hope
he
he's not
better not
listening.
be because then we have to forfeit him.
Yeah, for Menelder, I kind of wish that he stayed in Norfair. He would have been
Yeah,
rewarded with all
he
of
would have
these
been.
items, and might have a fighting chance against Kipp. But
Yeah.
changing his route now, kind of, I feel like is going to impact him.
Yeah, and Derp decided to just go down with this ammo count. I'm a little surprised. I would have at least checked Bubble Mountain for ammo, not for gravity suit. And he would have been very happy if he had, because he would have gotten that gravity suit. He'll check on the way out, no doubt. First try on the gate glitch, though. Nice. And a grapple beam, so that'll help for farming. And since he probably won't have charge beam by the time he hits the Meridia bosses, he will, and who knows where plasma is. He'll probably want. You might want to use that grapple beam for Dragon.
For Plof situation might require that Derp completely skips Bubble Mountain when he's finished here,
Yeah.
forcing him to do a suitless Meridia or going back to check Bubble Mountain, which could cost him some time.
And
Derp
Plof looks like.
gonna, oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay,
Oh, gonna check Mickey Mouse
yeah.
and just regular missiles, but that's a little extra ammo for Ridley. Yeah, Plof looks like Plof. You going to not going to Croc Plof? Oh no, no Plof. Turn around. Turn around. You need to go to Croc.
Yeah,
uh,
if you finish Bubble Mountain, and you still don't find that Varia suit, I think you have to check Croc.
I
Uh,
am not a fan of. Okay, no, no. Oh, I am not a fan of skipping Croc if you're already down in Norfair.
right.
It's such a backtrack if you have to go. If you check everywhere else, it's such a backtrack.
I agree. And at the very least, it'll give you that closure. You know,
On the other hand, she's probably saying, "I've got my gravity suit. Let's just go check. Let's just go follow that gravity suit. Go to Meridia, and that's valid, absolutely." Okay, Meneldor into the Fantoon fight. Kipp skipping the E-tank.
Derp doesn't really need to check these miners. He does have more than enough ammo, but it'll require him using power bombs and missiles for Ridley. But making all these checks doesn't really hurt. Um, with his routing choices so far, I think he's comfortably ahead of all the other runners.
Yeah, and Plof picking up an ice beam, so that'll be a nice pickup. Kipp gonna do his ice beam check. And now we all need to send vibes to Kipp to go to Croc first so we can see that Varia suit. Okay, Plof gonna take a safety save. I think that's if you're not confident in bot wound and you don't have charge beam, this is a pretty smart play because
Absolutely.
you can soft lock there. And she's gonna check the aqueduct items as well. She'll get that spark again. And the snail's wreaking havoc as well. There we go.
So Derp, feeling comfortable with his ammo, is going to start his Ridley fight. Not having the preferred amount of supers here, I expect Derp to lay some power bombs first before enraging Ridley.
Oh, and I think he just missed a super. Yeah, the way I would set this up is, yeah, he's got 15 supers left. I like that. If you can get him to that pink color with just power bombs and missiles, then you'll just know that you just fire off the 15 supers left. Because he'll turn pink when you're just over 50% done with the fight. Okay, Kip, where are you going? Bubble Mountain or Croc?
This is a really interesting seed in that how you do Norfair is going to determine your route. Bubble Mountain having gravity and Croc having Varia.
Mm-hmm.
So if you check Bubble Mountain, you'd probably do something like Prof did,
Yep.
where she went straight to Meridia. Whereas if you check Croc, you would do something that Derp did. Um, I just hope that Derp actually checks Bubble Mountain on his way
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Kip did decide to go Bubble Mountain first, which is unfortunate for all the viewers because we're not going to get to see that Variasuit. But when he comes in for the interview, we'll have to get him to restart his game just to show us what that Variasuit looks like.
All right.
um, just an E-tank behind Ridley for Derp. Kip running into another power bomb. And Kip, once he finds both suits, might decide he's in go mode and not check much else. Plof using any percent strats on Dragon, using that speed booster.
Very interesting decision for Meneldur to turn off Speed Booster here, uh, despite the fact that he has Space Jump. But he makes that reset anyway. He decides he doesn't want that E-Tank. Spiky Room of Death can be dangerous, so resetting there when you don't find something you want is a good idea.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons to take that save. Plof finishing up Dragon. And just a reserve tank at the Fire Fleas. And I really like the way Derp got out of picking that up with that D-boost. That was pretty cool. I don't know if that was 100% on purpose, but I'm sure he's glad that it happened.
Yeah, for that item, you can pick up the item and have the Fire Fleet touching you at the same time, so you'll
Yes.
deboost right off of it. But Derp decided not to pick the item up and just get the deboost anyway.
Kept getting an E-tank. So let's see if he goes to Croc or if he goes to Meridia. My guess is he'll go to Croc, just because for him, having already done the wreck ship, it's just there are fewer locations left where that Variasuit can be.
Is Kipp an RBO player? Is another question. Is if he is,
Yes,
this
he
is
is.
enough ammo
He is an
to do
RBO
RBO.
player.
Oh wow, he might choose to do that as well. Who knows?
Ah, I don't think so. I think there are opponents where Kip would consider that. But he knows he's the favorite, and I don't think he's gonna try something that dangerous, even at his skill level. And he's running out, so maybe he is not gonna go to Croc. Maybe he is gonna go check Meridia.
And Derp is checking the Bubble Mountain items, so he will find that gravity suit. or unless he's just going to check wave and then bail. Wave beam is right there on the exit of Lorne Orfair. I hope he does find that gravity suit.
So a lot of interesting decisions by our runners today. And this could take Kipp all the way through Meridia because he's gonna find that ice beam, and he might choose to ice clip to Shack Tool. And he knows how to do that. Meneldur picking up his charge beam, and he'll pick up this E-Tank.
And we see the gravity suit for Derp. He is not quite go mode. He does need the ammo or charge beam, but he does have all the other major items that he needs to get through to Norfair. I'm sorry, Turian.
Yeah, I agree with chat here. I suspect Derp will keep picking up minor items. Although his super count is a little bit lower than you'd like at this point, so we'll see. But that charge beam is in a location that he's not likely to get to if he can avoid it. And also, I'm going to take this opportunity to give a shout out. Well, we'll do two things. We'll go ahead and tell you all to follow the runners, if I can type properly. And then also a shout out to our tracker, the best in the business, Cheaty Face 4. And you should follow him as well. No, Cheaty, you're not a fraud. Despite your name.
And Kipp making quick work with bot wound first round or 1 round. Very nicely done. As Meneldur is now going to check X-ray. We've seen basically all the items now. I don't think there's anything. Maybe Spring Ball.
Spring Ball, Plasma, and Dragon is all, and Sandpit. So the Meridia items.
It is Spring Ball.
All right, I guess Kipp didn't check that he didn't have Space Jump yet. And still, in fact, does not.
So if you're Derp, are you going to go to all these minor items now at Meridia on your way to Dragon?
I do it on my way out. So there's so he can check. Well, Mama Turtle has a minor item. I probably check to see if any of the items in Main Street are worth the trouble. But Aqueduct and the beach and watering hole items I can check on the way out for no penalty compared to checking them on the way in.
So it looks like Derp is going to get this Main Street item here. He does have to go up after Meridia, so I think clearing out Main Street might be a good idea to do it first.
Yep. I like to check the item first, because if it's power bombs, I don't care about it. Looks like he's going to go for the easier short charge rather than the stutter one. And it's just a missile, but that helps him get closer. Kipp making very quick work of Dragon, and looks like he's going for a spike suit. And he gets it. And Meneldur is back in the situation he was in before, this time with a few more E-Tanks, though. So the hell runs are a little safer for him. And just an energy tank at Dragon. So the question is, will Kipp... I mean, I suspect he's going to go down the sand pit, but is he going to check Shack Tool and Plasma, or is he going to go over to Croc? Both are pretty equally crappy from his location right now.
Yeah. He is going to check Plasma and then probably go down into Shack Tool afterwards.
Yeah, I actually don't like this routing, because he's going to If you go down the sand pit, then you can go up or down to Shack Tool easily. Doing it this way, he's gonna have to either skip the sand pit or he's gonna have to come back through the Attack alley that he's going through right now in order to not skip the sand pit.
Interesting decision there from Derp, skipping that missile tank. He is on the hunt for missiles and super missiles. And Derp is in some kind of situation here. He has exactly the amount of supers for
Mm,
Bot Wound.
yeah, and that's and he's already missed. Oh, he's using regular missiles first, so he has missed a few missiles, but
Oh, he whiffed
oh,
two.
okay. So he's gonna start unloading missiles. I find it a lot harder to hit that. I mean, About Wound has a crappy hitbox to begin with. I find it harder to get that hitbox. I didn't see what was that plasma, but I don't think there's anything left but plasma to get. So
Plof checked plasma earlier, and I don't think there was
ah,
anything of note.
gotcha. So that means the actual plasma beam. I think the only places left are the sand pit and
Check
the
tool.
Shack Tool.
Yep.
So at least if Kipp checks both those locations, he's gonna get something. Looks like if he's gonna do it, he's gonna go to Shack Tool first, or maybe he's just gonna head down to Croc. So we'll see what he does.
So it appears that Derp has decided he's had enough of regular missiles. Uh,
Yeah.
I I don't know if he changed his mind here. If he's gonna look for charge now.
If he does, it's gonna be a while before he gets to it. Looks like he's setting up for a speed booster kill. And Kipp is what the hell just happened to what the oh there we go. That was weird. Um
the
what
I think that's the 100% route for or strat for doing the Puyo clip.
yeah, but he ended up in the bottom. That was weird. I okay. Well, I'll have to ask him about that later.
I
Um
I think it has something to do with not having high jump boots.
yeah, it is it okay. You don't need to do that to get up there without high jump boots, especially with ice beam.
When he gets
Right.
it, very
I guess
nice.
it no problem. So that was really cool. Showing some tech I've not seen before, and also just doing the clip in general. And Owl with the knowledge there's no scroll block on the far right, so and we'll see if this is plasma. I hope it is, but we'll see if Kipp has to. At this point, to go around to get to the sand pit is not going to be a fun trek. So we'll see if he does that or if he chooses to go down to Croc.
So on Menelder's side, he's going to come up on gravity. Oh, he already has gravity, so
Yep.
it might influence his decision again. His routing to go into Meridia without checking Crocmire.
Yep.
Oh,
And
it's
just
bombs.
bombs. I forgot about bombs. So he decides to pick those up. A nice luxury item at this point with the number of power bombs Kipp has. Doesn't really need them. But I'm of the opinion that you don't skip those unless they're really hard to get to. Like I might skip them if they're in the wreck ship reserve location, and even if I have speed booster. But I've already made my way to Shack Tool. I'm going to keep them. So plasma has to be a sandpit. I think that's the only thing left.
So Derp's taking a little detour here. He oh, I thought he was going to go up the beach. I guess not.
Maybe he thought better of it. I don't know. So let's see. Is Kipp going to loop around to the sand pit, or is he going to go down to Crocomire? It's quite a trip to go all the way to the sand pit if that's what he decides to do. And Meneldor is going to head over to Ranomizer. And it looks like Kipp's going to loop to the sand pit. Well, if we've seen everything, and I do believe we have, that will get him Plasma Beam, and that will make a difference. But after that, he'll know that his various suit's going to be over at Ranomizer, and he'll just make a beeline there.
So derp is just a few more supers away from having enough. He's really making these
And
kind of
power
power
bombs.
bomb. Yeah, he's seen a lot of power bombs already.
Yeah, power bombs is such an interesting item the way this randomizer works, because you want them early and you want them badly early, but late you don't want them. Like the ideal seed, you want to have 15 power bombs before you even hit Norfair, and then you don't ever want to see another pack again. Okay, let's see if this really is plasma, or if there's some place we're forgetting. And it is indeed plasma, so Kipp will take that. There's a little bomb jump to get them. And Kipp also hasn't done X-ray, so I do hope he doesn't go over to X-ray first. He doesn't have grapple beam or space jump, so I suspect he's not going to be lured over there with easier checks to make.
Derp did beat Dragon, right?
Yeah, derp finished up Dragon.
Yeah.
Meneldur about to pick up his various suit, which will put him in go mode before Kipp, but I still would put the advantage to Kipp based on his movement and based on the fact he's already done Meridia in Meneldur, even though he'll be able to go mode Meridia, has not. Except that Kipp looks like he is going to do that X-ray play. That's right, he does have space jump.
Now I have to ask: is Kipp one of those always never people?
I don't think he is. So, so let me talk about my thinking in the skipping Croc play. If I'm the weaker runner, then taking that chance by skipping Croc, I think it's a better play for the weaker runner. Kipp's the stronger runner here. And I think you want to full clear that area, because you're not going to lose as much time compared to your opponent. And so, yeah, for Kipp, I don't like that he skipped Croc. Whereas if it'd been the other way around, I would have said, yeah, sense. He does pick up a spring ball. Nothing bad about that.
Yep, and he'll use it right here, so save a little bit of time.
But he's going to have to use every bit of his movement talent to catch up at this point. Also, the good news for him being, of course, that Meneldur still has to do Meridia.
Yeah, if you're Kipp, you just hope that you don't forget about Ranomizer. He might, I don't know, he might just go straight into Lord Norfair without Varia.
He has the ability to do that, but if he does that, that's going to slow him down, and his movement advantage pretty much goes away.
Yeah, however, he does have that plasma, the full beam combo for Ridley and whatever
and
is at Lord Norfair. Yep. So his Lord Norfair will definitely be faster.
I strongly, I can't emphasize enough how much I disagree with this play by Meneldur right now. You're in go mode. It's maybe not the most comfy go mode in the world, but checking the GT item is a slow check. He does get the gate glitch, so isn't as bad as it could be. But yeah, I don't like this call at all.
And there's really no use for grapple at this point.
You know, he doesn't know it's grapple. For all he knows, it's ice or plasma. And if it'd been one of those items, but even if it'd been one of those items, and we know it's there, I still don't like the call because you know you know your opponent hasn't finished yet, and you're hoping that he's taken a more circuitous route. You need to take every advantage you can get and just get going. Uh, Kip able to make very quick work of Croc since he has the charged plasma.
And looks like Derp is just one super missile away from getting the ammo that he needs. He hasn't checked any of criteria, so criteria has 3 miners that he can get to the back of Gauntlet and 1 at the power bomb location. And I totally expect him to check those items.
Yeah, if he can find 2 more regular missile packs, that'll put him in a very uncomfortable ammo go mode as well. 55-55, basically being the equivalent of your 40-60, where you'll have to open up all the doors and then go back and refill your missiles. Mother Brain 1 takes 36 missiles, including the first 6 to break the glass. 60 supers on Mother Brain 2. For every super pack you don't have, you need 3 missile packs.
Oh, I think I'm in for a treat here. I might witness Derp do a Gauntlet Spark.
Ooh.
He has the items that he needs for it, and it's such a nice strat.
Kipp gonna get his fairy suit, and he's just gonna book it.
He's not gonna do it. He's just gonna. He has he has the ammo that he needs.
Yeah,
Yes.
45-60, not great, but it is enough that he won't have to do any kind of refilling. He'll be able to open the doors with the missiles and be fine.
All right. He doesn't have charge beam, so I don't think the wraparound shot would have worked.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think you're right. I think he needs his charge beam for that. Okay, Kipp gonna book it over to Lower Norfair. He's gonna have, like I said, he's gonna have to use every bit of his movement advantage. Meneldur, interestingly enough, only has 25 super, so he's gonna have to supplement with missiles, power bombs, or charge shots. And his beam combo is not great. That charge wave spazer, um, I always say this, it's the beam combo I hate because it does 210 damage, and 210 does not divide evenly into 18,000.
Yeah.
So you end up with a decimal, and I believe it's 86 point something. So he needs 87 shots for charge beam only. Of course, he'll supplement with his ammo, but either way, it's going to slow him down because he's either going to have to farm the ammo or he's going to have to do those extra shots. Oh, it's 85 point something? Okay. Either way, it's a decimal, and I hate decimals.
Metroid room's looking pretty good for Derp here. He's full up on supers. Does he take a chance here and use 1 super on these guys? No, he won't.
Okay. Yeah, Plof got her various suits, so she's in go mode, and she'll head over to Ridley. Yeah, see, Kipp not checking GT, so that's going to gain him a little bit of time. Now let's keep in mind, Meneldur has to also head over to Meridia, so not having done that yet. So I still put Kipp at an advantage here. But it's a lot less than it would have been if he hadn't basically checked everything.
I just think that Meneldur had a real shot here at beating Kipp early on before he decided to change his mind.
Yep.
And brought Insurrect Ship.
Yeah, if he had done the hell runs in Norfair, that would have given him a fighting chance. If your opponent does everything and you can avoid a bunch of unnecessary checks, then you've got that's the recipe for winning if you're the weaker runner. Okay, Derp heading over. He's gonna open. Looks like he's gonna open the doors first anyway. This is actually one of the reasons why I like to pick up reserve tanks because he can do this pretty safely because he's got that reserve tank. So if he does get hit, he's still fine. Yeah, and Meneldor's still on the Ridley fight, down to just charge shots, while Kipp is racing into there, and he's got 30 supers and full beam combo, so he might actually finish Ridley first. And for Kipp it'll just be 20 charge shots. Looks like Kipp gonna finish this up with supers, and yeah, looks like we're gonna have almost synced Ridley kills, but Kipp finishes just a little bit of head of Meneldor, and he just needs to book a Tutorial, whereas Meneldor has to do a go mode Meridia. Kipp not checking the item, and again, this is another spot where I disagree. I don't think checking this E-Tank location is worth it. I mean, if it's ice or plasma, then you get something out of it. But you just gotta go at this point. You're playing one of the best.
Wow. That was a very nice clip there by Kipp. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, the one out of the wasteland area. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I think he just missed a super. Derp. Oh no.
Oh,
Um,
looks like he.
are we? Oh no, he's
Oh.
okay. Okay, so to put this in a little bit of context, Derp just typed in chat in the SRL chat, "Dude, I suck." So that's always a little bit ahead of the restream. So I was worried that meant he missed a super somewhere.
It was really close.
Yeah, exactly enough ammo, which is what happens when you end up with 4560. I mean, that's not unusual. But now he just needs to wait out the cutscene. Obviously, no charge beam, no stand up glitch. And Plof goes into her Ridley fight. So
I
even
think
though yeah, go ahead.
if I was Plof, I think I would have farmed a little bit for more supers with the beam combination that I have. I just make the fight a little more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean in this case, I mean she's got the ice beam, so 60 is a 60 shot fight is not terrible.
Hmm.
I know Plof is a hundo runner when it comes to non-randomizer, so probably used to having that plasma beam. But really doing a nice job getting Ridley to stay in that pogo pattern. Yeah, Owl making a good point. That the fact that would probably save Derp there was he did go ahead and open all the doors before refilling. Gave him that extra little bit of leeway for the ammo that he missed. All right, Kipp heading up. Derp in the escape. And And meneldur gonna head into Meridia. We'll see if he checks anything at this point. I don't think Derp is going to save the animals. Okay, meneldur does check and get the ice beam. Like I said, I still don't like all these extra checks he's doing. Once you're in go mode, you just gotta go.
Oh, he is gonna check or save the animals.
Derp, what are you doing?
Well, hold
even
on.
I've given up on. I don't. I mean, even I've given up on saving the animals for the most part.
I need him to save the animals again so that his time will be worse than my best time.
There you go. Oh, gonna love this. He's gonna finish up in just a second here. And he's got an official SRL time of 55:54. GG to Derp.
GG. Very, very nicely routed. Going to Croc first was definitely the best play here.
Yep, absolutely. It looks like Derp's gonna go ahead and join us. And Kipp gonna go for his baby skip. He's got everything, so. But yeah, it would have been pretty cool if he could have gotten a 55-55. Kipp going for the baby skip and gets it. Meanwhile, meneldur is going to go into his wound fight. And plof headed out of the lower Norfair escape.
Hello.
Hello.
And Derp is here. GG on your race.
Nicely done.
Yep.
GG.
Thank you.
What did you think about the seed?
What did I think about the seed? There was a lot of power bombs.
Doesn't that always seem the case where you're looking for those supers and you don't have charge beam?
No, it's usually just missiles. This time it was just really power bomb heavy.
Yeah, missiles at least missiles give you something that works on Mother Brain.
Yeah. I skipped a lot of missiles though, which it was fine, but I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve it to be fine. Let's say that.
Yeah, that was a little close at the end.
Did it show the ammo spread already? I missed it.
29, 22, 15. So 1.9 to 1.5 to 1. So 15 is actually quite a few power bombs.
Yeah. Alright, where was charge? Oh, okay, there's... I wasn't getting charged.
Yeah, no, we knew you weren't getting charged.
I assume somebody maybe did ship first then?
Yeah, Kipp did ship first. Actually, everybody... So, Kipp did ship first.
Okay.
Plof and meneldur... Well, meneldur went up to the ship after Kraid, and Plof went up after Bubble Mountain. Did not check Croc. Neither Kipp nor Plof checked Ranomizer. In fact, Kipp gave us a world tour.
Yeah.
Because he went up first, got his gravity suit Bubble Mountain, and then went to Meridia. So we got to see all the locations from Kipp except for the lower Norfair ones, but you showed us those. So.
Yeah, whenever I have speed and not Varia, I like to check. I guess even if I have Varia, I like to check Croc. It doesn't take that long. I mean, not any longer than Bubble Mountain, anyways. And people aren't as likely to check it, so I can pull out some silly stuff like Varia there.
Yep, and high jump.
And high jump.
That was a stacked Ranomizer.
Yeah, as soon as I got that, it was like, okay, I know my route through the rest of the game. I just need to find charge. And that didn't happen. So, but I did find gravity at Bubble Mountain, which was nice.
Kipp doing a very nice stand-up glitch so far.
Ooh. So Kipp was not too far behind, was he?
Nope. But he, like I said, yeah, he checked so many things.
I see.
Okay, Kipp in the escape, and I would bet my life that Kipp is not saving the animals.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and.
A little surprised that you did.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what I said earlier when I was casting with you, where I'm not really invested into the league as much as I was last time. So I'm gonna have a lot more fun with things, and I think saving the animals is part of that.
That's cool.
I will go ahead and say if anybody doesn't want me to do that, like if you think I'm being disrespectful, I will not. But
I'll tell you right now that when we race each other, and we do, I don't care.
I didn't think so, but I don't know. Maybe some people do, and in that case, you know.
If I'm going to beat you, it's not going to be based on you saving the animals. It's going to be some other stupid mistake you make.
Well, I wouldn't count it out.
And Kipp's going to finish up with an official SRL time of 1:01:29. GG to Kipp.
I haven't seen. You said Kipp went ship first.
Yep.
Right. And then
yeah,
I assume
he completely last location variasuit.
I see.
He went up to Plasma, down to Shack, back around to Sandpit.
Oh, he
up to X-ray.
left Meridia after Bubble Mountain then.
Yeah, he left Norfair after Bubble Mountain, and then did all of Meridia, and then went to X-ray, and then finally went back to Shack Duel. Kipp's gonna join us as well.
Oh, nice.
It made us all sad because we didn't get to see the Various skin on his special custom-made suits. So we're just gonna have to get him to reset and turn it off so we see what it looks like. And Meneldur still checking stuff, gets a plasma beam, so that'll be nice. At this point, he may just want to just finish comfortably. Hey, Kipp, GG.
Oh, there he is.
Hey guys, GG, can you hear me?
Yeah, yep. So how'd you like your world tour?
Well, I'll be honest with you. If you had told me at the beginning of this race that I would have every single suit upgrade, every single beam upgrade, the only major thing I didn't have was a grapple. If you'd have told me I would have ran a 101.27, I would have been like, no way. So I feel pretty good actually about my execution, like strat wise.
Yep.
Unfortunately, my decision to skip Croc and then skip for a vast majority of the run, Various suit and boots. I mean, those are the last two items. Obviously, y'all saw that I got. So,
yep.
Not great, but otherwise, I felt really good about the run actually.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're a little sad, and we're gonna have to. I have a request for you. We didn't get to see the Various suit.
Yeah, you know, I actually thought about pausing during Mother Brain and showing it off. Tell you what, I will.
Yeah, well, go ahead if you would. Once your credits finish up, if you would reset and just show us
Sure.
what that looks like.
I'll be happy to. Is Derp in here?
I'm in here.
Hey, GG Derp, how'd you do, man? What like path did you end up taking on?
I gambled on Croc early, and it gave me Varia and high jump, and then I just beat the rest of the game, I guess.
Dude, yeah, man. For me, I'm really sad because if I had been able to do that, I think I would have run like a significantly faster time than almost anything I could have done in this entire league, probably. So I'm like, dang it, I missed my golden opportunity.
Yeah. Well, that's Randomizer for you. I mean, it's not like where you couldn't have been in all those spots that you checked.
Right. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was a good race. I haven't seen anything. I felt pretty good about it, but looking at where everybody is, it looks like everybody's doing pretty solid.
Yep. Yeah, and I gotta ask you this question. So Maniacal mentioning it up in chat about the full clear Meridia routing. So leaving Sandpit to last seemed a bit odd.
Well, number one, y'all have to remember a couple things. Y'all have done hundreds of randos. In the last maybe year and a half, I've probably done about 6.
Okay, that's fair.
Or 7. So, but on top of that, like, I kind of wanted to show off the shack tool. I'll
Okay,
be
that's
honest.
cool.
So I kind of wanted to give the chat what they wanted to see. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of heading down to the sand pit and then going to kind of doing the hundo route, doing a sand pit and then either going to plasma then shack or shack then plasma. One or the
yeah,
other.
that would be way better for sure.
But we did get to see that nice ice clip to plasma, and you actually showed off some tech I've never seen before with the way you got up to the platform. I usually just jump.
Wait,
You're using-
which one are you talking about?
So in the room where you do the actual clip. So and GG to plot. Oh, what the? Well, GG anyway. But okay, no, that was a mistype. Yeah, okay, Floss fine. Okay, so yeah, in that room,
Wait, which room are you talking about?
so the room where you do the ice clip,
Okay, what's
get
up?
into shack tool. So you did some sort of thing where you kind of clipped into the bottom and it just looped you around to the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually something I've never seen before.
Yeah, I can't remember who came up with that. Maybe ED or somebody. I remember a long time ago, Nutella used to do that, and I just figured that it was the easiest way to do it, no matter what items you had. So
Sure.
I just kind of went.
Yeah, I guess if you know how to do it, that looks, because I know when I have to do that ice clip and I don't have high jump boots, I usually have to freeze something to get up there. So what you did looked like it was faster. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna see what this Varia suit looks like. Meanwhile, Meneldur gonna finish up his Metroid rooms and gonna wait for the baby to come.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, dang.
I don't think I had my mic on. My bad. Sorry about that. But yeah, here's the various suit, and I was just gonna
Nice.
give a quick shout out to Mini Mimus, a good friend of mine. She has been doing some custom sprites for me, and so my goal all league long is to have a different set of sprites for each race. And I just like commissioning artists because I think there's a lot of great artists out there. She does a lot of great work for me, so I want to hire her as many times as possible. So I'm actually running a bit of a fundraiser. I'm gonna basically allow anybody who donates half of the cost of each suit. I will donate the other half and hire her to do it, and then the person gets to pick whatever they want to see me in for the next race, and then they also get to keep the sprite sheet for themselves. So if anybody out there is interested in picking out some colors for me during the course of this league, just let me know, because I think it's something that's really fun to look at.
Yeah, that's a. Now I'm really sad that we didn't get to see the Varia suit only. It's just out of curiosity. Like what Derp did is he got his Varia and his high jump, and went straight down to Lower Norfair. Had you gone to Croc first and gotten Varia and high jump, would you gone to Lower Norfair before Bubble Mountain?
I'm sorry. You're saying if I had gone to Croc and found Varia, would I have? What was it?
Yeah, if you had gone, if after you went to the wrecked ship, you go down to Norfair. Had you gone to Croc first, gotten your Varia and high jump, would you have gone straight to Lower Norfair, or would you check the Bubble Mountain items?
What was that Bubble Mountain? There was
Gravity and some
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah, gravity and garbage.
No, I was thinking about this earlier today. I was talking with Maniacal about this. I think I probably would have checked Bubble Mountain just because there could have been, like, for example, extra beams or something that could have helped
Sure.
with the Ridley fight, and also just maybe getting a little more health. So I probably would have full cleared Bubble Mountain, because I could have done it pretty fast and then
Mhm.
gone down to Lower North Fair. But yeah, that would have been so clean. That would have been such a great way to run the route. So unfortunately, I missed it on this one, but it was still fun. You know, Derp and I have had some good battles in the last few months, so he got
Yeah, you have.
the better of me today. But luckily, I wasn't actually racing Derp, so kind of
Yep.
worked out for me.
Yep, you guys
Yeah,
put
I
on a
think
really
I-
nice show.
I think I said before the race that I'm glad I'm not actually racing Kipp, but
Yeah, you did.
maybe I should have been. Obviously. Hey, shoutouts to Plof for saving the animals, by the way.
Yikes.
What? No way. That's not a yikes.
And as soon as Plof finishes up, we'll be able to get her in for an interview as well. Finishing up with an official SRL time of 1:10:21. GG to Plof.
Yeah, GG to Plof, Derp, GG again, and thank you. I don't know who all was on commentary. I know Tracy, you were. Was anybody else with you?
Ross.
Rasu was?
Ross, you're still there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, well, thank you, Rasu, as well. I appreciate you guys doing commentary, and Miss Metroid and everybody else out there. Appreciate everybody behind the scenes doing all the
Yep,
work and the tracking and whatnot.
Cheaty doing the tracking.
Oh yeah,
Best
Cheaty, the
tracker in the
greatest.
world.
Yeah, greatest tracker in the land. But I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out of here. It's been a kind of a long day for me. I appreciate everybody and hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next minute.
All right, thanks, Kipp.
GG.
Yep, I
And-
think I'm gonna do the same. So thanks y'all.
All
for
right, well,
commentary.
and we'll welcome in Plof. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing well. Yeah, that was a seed. So I find gravity, right? And
Yep.
I'm thinking, all right, so I could bet on Croc, where there's 2 items, or I could go to Meridian Wreck Ship, where there's like 20 items.
And
What are the chances? What are the odds that Varia is at Croc? And lo and behold,
Varia and high jump boots.
of course, Varia and high jump. So yeah, I kind of ended up kicking myself for that one, but so it is.
Yeah, that's Ranomizer. I mean, you took a risk, and it's a legit risk to take.
Yeah, and essentially my thinking was like the only benefit to doing Croc now is that I can have less backtracking if I find Varia.
Yep.
That is it. So I figured like, probably not worth it, and especially like, so knowing that Derp is a better player than I am, I was like pretty comfortable going for like some slightly riskier plays.
Yep.
Just because like that's kind of what you have to do if you're up against someone that you know is better than you.
Yep.
So I am curious. So after finding Gravity, who kept going to Croc and who went straight to Meridia?
Okay, so Derp went to Croc first.
Okay.
Got his
Interesting.
Varia, got his high jump, and went straight down to Lower North Fair.
Yep,
and then got
that's-
his Gravity on his way out.
Yep, that's probably what I would have done in that exact situation. If I had like gone to Croc first, that's probably exactly what I would have done.
Okay, so Kipp went to the wreck ship,
Okay.
full cleared wreck ship, went down to North Fair, got his gravity suit, and then full cleared Meridia, went to X-ray. I mean, he checked everything.
Wow.
He completely last location that Varia suit.
Wow. And still got
Meneldur,
second place. Credit
I
to
know,
Kipp's
right?
skill.
yeah, that's how good a player Kipp is. Meneldur went to Kraid and then went up to wreck ship and then went down and got everything. Got both suits in Upper Norfair, did Lower Norfair, and then did Meridia, and he's about to finish.
Gotcha. So Derp and I were the only ones that did hell runs immediately after Kraid. It sounds like everybody else like got, I assume, either CWJ'd or got like space jump and then went straight to wreck ship.
Well, Kipp, you guys had the speed booster.
Oh yeah, that's true. Never mind. Don't have to see anything. Oh my god. I don't know if anybody noticed at the beginning, but I straight up forgot that you could speed booster through those blocks. And I was like, did I forget a minor location? Is it Gauntlet? No, it can't be Gauntlet. I can't get through Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And then it dawned on me. It's like, all right, you can just speed booster through that. So felt a little silly. I was a little nervous starting out, but ultimately, like, I can't say I'm super upset with my performance. Like, obviously, like,
No, you shouldn't be. You should,
yeah, the
you
one-
should be very happy with your performance, I would
Yeah.
say.
the one decision that I made to skip Croc was like reasonable at the time, but obviously didn't pan out. But past that, like I don't think there's anything I necessarily would have done differently. Obviously, I picked up Spring Ball. Got to validate the run required. Where was Plasma? I see 2 people have Plasma.
Plasma was at Sandpit. Like I said, Kipp.
Ah,
The only locations that Kipp didn't check were the lower North Fair locations because that last location of Varia suit.
sure. Yeah, so like as I was leaving Meridia, I hadn't found Varia yet. Like I killed Dragon, there's nothing there, and I was basically thinking like, okay. So I either check Sandpits at Shack Tool, or we play a little riskier. Don't bother, just go straight to Wreck Ship.
Mhm.
Obviously I didn't check Sandpit and Shack Tool. Full clear Wreck Ship, right? Don't find Varia. And I was like, I swear to God, if Varia's at Shack Tool.
Yeah,
And I was like, and there was another decision point. I was like, so do we go back down to Croc or do we go back into Meridia? And ended up more or less just like kind of on a coin flip. Was like, Croc, sure, right? Like, because I just hate clearing Meridia.
yeah, it's such a pain. And well, I mean, at least with your Hundo experience, Kipp did a pretty circuitous route through Meridia, checking
Sure.
the plasma beam, heading down the toilet down to Shack Tool, and then having to loop around to get to the sand pit.
Yep.
So
Yep.
at least you might have routed that a little bit better if you had done that.
Yeah, but basically my thought was like, okay, so I can either check. So I was like, I don't want to make multiple loops through Meridia because that's slow, but I'm
Yes, it
willing to
is.
skip some checks. So I was like, okay, I can either check Sandpit and Shack Tool, or I could like check Plasma and then go down Red Tower, or yeah, check Plasma, go down Red Tower and check X-ray. I think that was my thought process.
Yeah,
Or
and
something to that effect. And basically, I was like, well, I don't think ice clipping to Shack Tool is in logic, so I'm not going to.
for future reference, it is. Just so you know, it is. It is in logic. It comes up very, very, very rarely. I would probably say I could count on one hand the number of seeds over the last couple of years, and actually, even if you include the ones from Total's tournament, the Total randomizer from the tournament 2 years ago, I don't think it even gets that much higher. The number of times where I've seen a seed where you actually have to do that,
Sure.
but it does happen.
Yeah, so I knew how to do that at one point. Like when I first started with Super Metroid, I started with 100%.
Yep.
And at the time, I learned New Route because it's the New Route. Why wouldn't you learn New Route?
So you were doing early ice instead of early grapple.
Yeah. So I was doing early ice and then late Crocomire, and I learned ice clip, and I got fairly consistent at it. And then at some point, somebody dropped the hot knowledge that New Route Hundo is like optimally 15 seconds faster or something, and that's like if you get the spike suit. And I was like, all right, well, heck that. I'm gonna and then switch to doing Croc early and having more help for Wreck Ship.
Yeah, I'm a
because-
big fan of doing the thing that works better for you. Right? I mean, if you can do the optimal strats, by all means. But I'm more of a fan of doing what's optimal for you rather than what's optimal for the best players in the world.
Yeah, it's like it's
I will
about
never be in that.
consistency.
I will never be in that category.
Yep. Yeah, but otherwise, like, yeah, congratulations to Derp for beating me. Very, very well raced. Congrats to all of the other runners who seem to have done quite well as well. Thank you to the commenters for commentating. Thank you to who's the tracker?
Cheaty face.
Cheaty. Thank you to Cheaty for
Best
tracking.
in the business.
Best in the business. Thank you to the restreamer, whoever happens to be doing that. And I think with that, I'll go ahead and get out of y'all's hair. It was very fun. I have another thing to get to. So
Oh well, hopefully that's a fun thing as well.
it's also, to my knowledge, Odd Speed Gaming. There's a 2v2
Nice.
lockout bingo with Freya
you're
Spirit and I versus Sweet Numb and Wild Anaconda. So I think that is going to be at least really fun and interesting to watch. I'm nice and warmed up, so I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a good time. So you should all watch that.
All right, sounds like a good time. And what time is that going to be?
10
Eastern?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Okay,
10
cool.
Eastern. Pretty sure. So
Oh.
kind of late, but yeah.
Sounds like a fun deal. So
Yeah.
good luck on that to you
Thank
and
you.
Freyas and to the who'd you say Wild and
Wild and
Sweet Numb?
Sweet. Yeah, assuming I'm remembering correctly, and I think I am.
Okay, that'll be fun.
All right. In that case, I'll be off for the night. See you next mission.
Yeah, thanks, Plof. All right. So again, if you're already following these runners, please do so. Give them a follow, and also follow my co-commentator Rasu and our wonderful tracker Cheaty Face. And yeah, and also again, I have to reiterate the thank yous. Thank you, Ross, for joining me. Thank you to Cheaty Face for tracking, and to Miss Metroid for setting this up, and to the entire Speed Gaming Network, Fiesel and Kekaman Choyu, who's my liaison to getting all this Metroid stuff on here. Thank you to all those people behind the scenes. And just a little run through. A few more races. Nothing left for today, so go ahead and check out that bingo match. Looks like tomorrow we just have one race. It's at 10 p.m. It's a 4-way: Gameaholic versus Cerberoth, and Cheese Reaver versus Apple For You. And then October 2nd, we have a whole bunch of races. They can't all be restreamed because some of them will be at the same time, but we do have a 9 o'clock Tillamorph versus June, 10 o'clock Canadian Owl versus Solski, and 11 o'clock Zeb versus Android Dreams, and Gameaholic versus Snake. So I hope you all tune into the... Oh, it looks like a 4 o'clock. We need to reorder that. Benergetic versus Hubert. So hopefully you'll all tune into that. And if you don't know our channel, it's come up right now. And you should follow our Twitch, our Randomizer League channel, as well as following all the Speed Gaming channels. Let's see what else is on Speed Gaming today. So it looks like next on this channel will be Pokemon Red Blue. We have a little bit of Undertale going on Speed Gaming 1. Right after that, we have the Zelda 1 tournament going on, and then another on Speed Gaming. Let's see, 3. We have more Zelda 1 tournament, and it looks like I can't quite figure out where. Not sure what channel that bingo thing is on, but look for that. Hopefully, you all join that. So, you got anything else to add, Ross?
Nope. All good here.
All right, so we're gonna close it out. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be.